Hello, 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 hello,
Sir.
hello.
Hello, sir.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
How was
Uh,
your Easter break and celebration?
are you working today?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, would you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. My name is Olumide Babalola. Senior financial associate with Experior Financial Group. Married with children. My hobbies are football and ping pong. I'm based here in Toronto. Thank you.
So, what do you have for us today?
Well, as one of our key responsibility as a licensed insurance agent and a financial, associate, we educate families on how to build a strong financial foundation for their families, for themselves. And we believe that in a community where people have strong financial foundation, financial plans, they'll be able to discharge their financial responsibilities to the children, the family. And at the end of the day, we have a very robust and healthy family in our community.
Hmm. Now,
Yes.
would you want to break it down for us?
Yes. I would like to share a slide. Perhaps that slide will give us an insight into what we are discussing. And I believe if I share that, people will be able to appreciate what I'm talking about. Can I share?
Oh, sure.
Okay. So I'm going to share my screen. You can give me right to share.
Yeah, I've allowed you.
Okay, all right. Can you see my screen?
Aha, yes, I can see it now.
Okay, so um, like I said the other time, um, I'm a financial associate with senior financial associate with uh, Experior Financial Group, and what we do is building financial foundations for families to empower them today and leave a legacy for tomorrow. So let me quickly share this. Uh, I work with Experior Financial Group, like I said. So who is Experior? What is happening in today's world? How can we help? What does Experior have to offer? Then who is Experior? Experior was founded in 2014. Presently, we have over 17,000 licensed agents and growing every day. As the first Canadian-born insurance brokerage to open a head office and expand to the USA. Canadian office is located in Guelph, Ontario. USA head office located in Buffalo, New York. What this implies that Experior is the first Canadian insurance brokerage to be born here in Canada and now go over to USA to expand branches all over the states in the United States of America. Before now, what we usually have is people, American companies come to Canada to establish their presence. Now, like I said the other time, building financial foundation for families to empower them today and leave a legacy for tomorrow, that's our mission statement. And going through our timeline, we started operation in 2014. 2015, we surpassed 200 licensed agents. In 2016, we acquired 3 brokerages. 2017, we featured in the Insurance Journal. Before you can feature in the Insurance Journal, you must have been doing something good or something great. In 2018, we expanded throughout all provinces in Canada. 2019, we became the first insurance brokerage in Canadian history to expand operation to US. In 2020, we surpassed 1,300 licensed agents. 2021, we licensed in 40 states and over 1,700 agents. And 2022, licensed in all 50 states. Between 2023 and 2026, where we are now, from 3,000 licensed agents to 17,000 licensed agents. So, and we offer a solution for clients with the best of the best in USA and Canada. That is insurance company and investment company. Now, what is happening in today's world? Now, this is where I'm going. If you agree with me, there are financial confusion that people are facing today. And this should be a core issues that we need to be talking about, educating people, educating families on what to do to have a very strong financial foundation. Look at it. We have problems, people are having problems, annuities, kids' education, credit cards. Many people are indebted heavily on their credit cards accounts. Investment, car loan, interest, lease payment, mortgage problem. Many people are selling their houses now because they can't pay the mortgage. Refinancing, debt, rent, insurance, tax deferred, taxes. In fact, we have on record now that people are even leaving Canada to other European countries because they can't bear it anymore. So why is this happening in the life of people? I want to show us these statistics now. 40% of many Americans fear they won't be able to retire due to the economic uncertainty caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. That's a research conducted by Motley Fool, July 2023. The one done by Retire Guide 2023 says medical expenses alone lead to 66.5% of bankruptcies, with another 44% due to medical-related work loss. In November 2021, in a recent poll, it was found that 7 out of 10 Americans live paycheck to paycheck. When we are talking about Americans, we are talking about the countries in North America, which includes Canada. So these are the crises we are seeing, Then we ask that question, are North American families struggling? In a recent poll, it was found that 1 out of 4 Canadians are unable to cover an unexpected expenses of 500. What this means is that if an unexpected expenses of 500 come into the life of any family or 1 out of 4 people, they are unable to meet up. Now, about half of Canadians, 52%, say they are unprepared for retirement because they don't have enough money left at the end of the month for savings, and that they are planning on work part-time when they do retire. Let's look at this one now. 82% of employed Canadians, 82%, worry their finances will be affected by illness, injury to themselves, family, with 57% able to manage financially for 6 months before go into debt. These are staggering statistics that we need to be concerned about. So how can we help families when we are talking about, building a solid financial foundations for families? What are those areas? What are those things that families can do or individual can do that will help them to be able to have a good, solid financial foundation? One of it is life insurance. Life insurance. So if we ask people this question, that if they were to pass away suddenly, would they want the lifestyle of their family to be what, stay the same, or get better? Everyone will say, I want the life of my family to get better. Now the question is, do you know how much life and critical illness insurance you need to properly protect your family? That is another question. That is another question. Do you know that the average GoFundMe medical fundraising campaign typically makes between 2000 and 2006, whereas the average US citizen spends 12,900 per year on medical bills? Now, I want to explain this. In this environment, it is the culture of the Canadians, even the forefathers, those that build this country. They have been using these life insurance policies even to build generational wealth. How do I mean? Once a child is born here in Canada, for those people that really want to build a solid financial foundation, they give a life insurance, they get a life insurance policy, whole life insurance policy for the child. As the child is growing up, by the time he reach age of 35, age of 40, he's already a millionaire. And he can convert that insurance, whole life insurance, to cash for whatever he wants to do. If he wanted to buy a house, if he wanted to start a business, he will have enough money even to start that business. And that is the best way to have a good financial foundation. Once you are able to do that for your children, by the time they are growing up, they become independent financially. Now, for a person who is an immigrant, or a person who is a Canadian or a resident in Canada, you cannot get help from anyone. The only help you can get is to go to the bank, they give you credit card. And before you know it, you are running into debt. And debt is a cancer, and you cannot get any good thing from having so much debt hanging on you. So to now build a very solid financial foundation, we advise individual, even if you are working, even if you work in a company, you do 9 to 5, the company gives you group insurance, that is not even enough for you. You must have your own individual insurance. And what we discover is that, for instance, there was a young guy, a Nigerian guy, who died recently. He was shot, a stray bullet hit him in a bus, and he died. And these friends, they rally around, they look for what they can do for him. They went directly to his house. They searched for documents in his house, whether he has an insurance policy or he does not have. They look for the documents of his bank accounts. When they discover that he doesn't have anything in the bank account. And now they discover that he doesn't have a life insurance policy. What happened? This is a guy who just got his PR. He has children in Nigeria and a wife, and he was even planning to bring them to Canada to start a life with him here, to continue to as a family. And he died suddenly. There was no money. They had to go to GoFundMe. And that GoFundMe, the average you can get from GoFundMe from what we have here is between 2000 and 2006. And even people that, set up that GoFundMe, they will take their own commission. So at the end of the day, the guy and the family have to do GoFundMe. And at the end of the day, it was saddening because he could not show anything for even coming to Canada. So that is why we are saying that one of the best way for people to have a strong financial foundation is through getting a life insurance. Now, another one is that retirement. We are aging every day. So what we tell people is that as you are working, you make sure that you are planning for your retirement. If we ask this question, do you know your FIN number? FIN number represents financial independent number. Do you know exactly how much money you need to put away each month to retire financially free? And at what rate of return? Do you know how risky your current investments are? These are questions we ask family. And the reason why we are asking this, we ask this question and we educate people is because we want them to have a good financial foundation. Now, why are so many people failing? That's a question we need to ask ourselves in this enlightened environment. There are 100,000 financial advisors and 1,000 of financial companies. Why are people still failing financially? Number one, I think I mentioned it, that transactional based advice. People want to do it on their own. People don't want to, involve their financial advisors even to help them. And what we do in our own situation, in our own case, is education-based advice. Our focus is on security and well-being concept with an emphasis on client need. So we simplify the complicated by educating the families. This one too, you see here, is called expert financial analysis. It's a software developed by a company that will be used to help families, even to give them a very good, sound advice on how to build a solid financial foundation. Debt reduction, insurance protection, retirement savings, children education, wealth estates, and tax strategies. What this means is that at the end of the day, by the time we make use of this tool, we are able to know the quantum of debt that individual is having. And we now suggest the best way to, liquidate those debts and reduce them or eliminate them. Then we're able to determine the kind of insurance the family or the individual will need. Then we now have the opportunity to build a good concept of how their retirement savings should go. Then we have opportunity even to advise the individual or the family on their children's education, how to help the children to pursue their education in the university. Then we teach them on how to build wealth, estate, and tax strategy. So these are the things that we do to help families, in having to build a solid financial foundation. In the market now, we have, apart from insurance, we advise families to have different accounts like TFSA account, which is tax-free savings account. Tax-free savings account. We advise people to start building wealth through accounts such as RRSP, Registered Retirement Savings Account. we advise families on how to build register education savings plan for their children, so that by the time the children are grown up, they will be able to have enough money in their bank accounts to be able to pursue their dreams. These are all strategies we laid out and put up for all individuals to build a financial, a strong financial foundation. So these are things that we do. And for those that have their own businesses, there are things they can do, these task strategies they can put in place that will give them the opportunity, even having paid their, having filed their taxes, they will be able to get enough money refund from the government, even to do other things and build, their business. So these are the things that, part of the things that we do to help families to have a strong financial foundation. So I don't know whether you want to ask me any questions. And
Okay.
yes, sir.
Now, I want to ask two questions, at
Yes, sir.
least two.
Okay.
First is what makes, I mean, there are so many insurance companies out there.
Yes, sir.
So what makes your own company unique?
Yeah.
Then again,
Okay, sir.
what makes your company different?
Okay.
Then again, I will ask, since this, what's it called? This Iran Israel war is going on.
Yes.
Uh, uh, are the insurance companies smiling? Are they giving more yields uh, to their account holders or something?
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
These are very valid questions that you asked me. Experior Financial Group has been existent for just 12 years. Just 12 years.
In
I
Canada.
said 12 in Canada, yes, and in the United States of America. But what I can tell you is that so far, so good. A company that started its business 12 years ago and being able to build, having more than 17,000 licensed agents, there is something that company is doing. And what makes us unique is what I showed us, now. We have a tool. It's one unlike any other. You can't get it anywhere. It's the expert financial analysis. We just don't advise clients offhand. Go and do this. We ask you questions and we give advice on the financial needs. In the area of their needs, when we see a vacuum, the expert financial analysis, that tool will tell us directly, this is what this person needs. And from the result that we have been getting, the feedback we have been getting, even from our clients, has really shown us that we have made difference in the life of people. That's what makes us unique. You can't get this tool anywhere, this expert financial analysis, because every aspect of a man's life is being dissected, diagnosed for people individually and family, and a family, and we'll be able to tell them that, okay, this quantum of debt you have to reduce it. This is what you need to do that. The insurance protection, if you're having an insurance coverage, if it is not enough for your family, we tell you there's a gap here. This is what you need to do. If for your retirement plan, there's no way one will be working that you will not retire one day. We will tell you that this is the amount of money you will need to live a blissful retirement life. We tell you, the tool will tell us the amount of money you need. Then for your children education, we laid out plans for the children so that right from their a month when they were born, even if the child is still in the womb, we laid out that plan for the family, the children education. So by the time the children is up to 18 years, he or she has enough money to pursue his or her dream without any break. And the wealth and asset creation is the same thing the expert financial analysis will tell us. This is what this particular person needs. This is what the family needs. And that is why we are unique and different from every other MGA in Canada. Now to the Iran, USA, Israel, Iran war. Now, because people cannot carry the risk of the unforeseen future, that is why we say every person must have insurance coverage. That is where it comes in. Now, the effect of this in the life of people, ordinary Canadians now can see the rise in, cost of gas, cost of items, cost of, beverages, groceries. There are a lot of things that is happening now. But for a person who has gotten a plan, there is what we call emergency fund. By the time we analyze the financial needs of our clients, individual, we advise them to open that emergency fund account, which is TFSA. And this is the time of emergencies. Now, so now the family that has accumulated substantial amount of fund in that TFSA can withdraw some amount of money from there, even to fill the gap that they are experiencing now. Now, another thing that makes it so good for our clients now is for anyone that is having investment portfolio. We know that the market is fluctuating now. It's fluctuating. But for a person that has an investment portfolio with us, what we usually tell them is that there will always be crisis. But for the fact that what you are doing is on consistent basis, you do it on consistent basis. When the market is down and you are able to continue, you are consistent in the amount of money you are putting on your investment account, you will still have leverage, a better leverage on someone that rushes to the market to withdraw his money or to liquidate or close his account. So these are things that we do to help our clients. Definitely, this war is creating a lot of serious issues for clients, for businesses. But at the end of the day, for those ones that have a very strong financial foundations, those that are built, that are positioned themselves for situations like this, we always smile to the banks and live a life of fulfillment.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
You answered that question, but it's not as if you got what I was driving at.
Okay.
Now, when you get all these funds, you invest.
Yes.
Now, do you invest in the oil industry and all those things?
Not really. We advise our clients to invest in, in the investment companies.
Oh, I thought you were the one that would invest for them.
Yes, we advise them and put up investment portfolio that
Okay,
will,
okay,
yes,
okay,
that will be
okay.
favorable to them, even in times of war. They will be able
Mm.
to get a better,
Oh,
good rate
okay,
of returns on
okay,
their
okay,
investments.
okay. I thought you were the one that okay, the companies that are that are making it, you will invest their funds in it and all those things.
Yes, what we do is every fund that our clients put into their investment portfolio
Mm,
go directly into the shares of some of these companies
mm,
that we are talking about, the
mm,
investment companies. I mean, like the Amazons, like the all those tech companies. In for every uh, investment portfolio, we have different arrays of investment companies.
Okay, so basically, you don't advise your clients to invest in oil companies.
Uh, Not really, not really. We have some public quoted companies
Mhm.
that are into uh, oil business in the markets, but we choose good investment portfolios
Mm.
that will not have serious negative effect
Even
in the investment portfolio
I'm
of
sorry
our
to cut you.
clients.
Even now, I think the uh, the effects of the war, right,
Yes. Yes.
is a burden to every company.
Of
You
course, it's
know,
a shame.
even if you are Amazon, if you are
Yes.
Google or whatever, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, the effects of this war, you know,
Mm,
although it will affect the oil companies more, at the
yeah.
same time, I think it will affect just every company, like every
Yes.
country.
Yeah. Yes. It affects every company. Even for those, if you go to the market now, you discover that the market is swinging up and
Mm,
down. But the best advice we give to our clients is that imagine I want to give you just analyze this for you. Imagine you go to the beach now with a ball.
mm,
If you throw that ball into the ocean, swimming, if you dip that ball inside the ocean, after a while, it will come out.
mm,
If you dip it again, it will come out.
mm,
Do you get what I'm saying?
mhm,
So even in times of crisis, there will always be a way out.
mm.
This crisis we are going through now will not last forever.
Of course, it won't.
So the best advice we give to people is just don't panic, don't rush to take away your money from your investment portfolio. Don't withdraw it, don't close
Mm,
it. This is not
mm,
the right time to close it. Even this is the best time even to put more money into your investment, because when you know about cost dollar averaging, what it means is that, for instance, now I'm putting $100 into my investment account every month, and the market, the shares of the companies on which my money is being invested in go down today, and I do not rush to the market. I do not rush to withdraw my money, but rather I put in my money. The quantum of the number of shares my money, the another $100 I'm going to put to the market now, we buy more shares. Do you get what I'm saying?
mhm,
Yeah, we buy more shares of the
mm,
company. By the time the crisis is over, I will have more units of the shares of that company
that's
to
true.
monetary value.
That is true.
So when the market is up, I will have more good rate of returns
Mm,
by
mm.
investments. So that is how it goes.
Okay.
We always have these chocks in the market,
Okay.
but the best advice is just leave it, allow it. Over time, the market will pick up. You understand that during COVID, so many people lose their lives. So that was the exact time when the market was down that some people are making millions. So when you don't panic, you continue to do what you have planned for yourself. Every $100 every month, $200 every month, you continue to put it in that market. Whether the market is up or down, you are still putting in money. So when the market is down, your money will be buying more shares, will be buying more, making good rate of returns. At that point in time, by the time the market is up, you will have more value for your, and that is how.
That's great.
But yes.
So, I mean, maybe we should be concluding now. So, on a final note, what will you say to the people out there?
Yeah, what I will need to say to people out there is, number one is, if you don't have life insurance, you get one. To build wealth for your children, you can get life insurance for them even when they are young, whole life insurance. By the time they grow up, they will have good money even to pursue their dreams in life. Then equally, for all those that do not have financial advisors, those that do not have people that advise, do things on their own, they should stop doing that. Make sure you have someone who is a financial associate, like people like us that are licensed, will be able to give you good advice on how to build your wealth, on how to do it, on how to go about it, on how to, whether you want to reduce your debt, whether you want insurance protection, whether you want to set up a plan for your retirement, whether you want to set up a plan for your children. We give you that opportunity and we advise you on the best way to do it.
Okay.
So we should stop doing it on our own. Seek expert advice on what you want to do for yourself and your family. Yes.
Thank you so much. And
Thank you.
on a final note again,
Okay, sir.
I believe your license, right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
It's all over Canada, right?
Oh, yes. I do business all over Canada, all the provinces in Canada,
Okay, that's
and
great.
even in the United States of America.
Because I mean, for the people to know, you understand?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, yes,
All right.
yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
So we'll be catching up later.
All right. Thank
Okay.
you. I really appreciate you for
Oh,
this
you're welcome.
opportunity.
You're most welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye, sir.